Well, some stunning revelations today in Washington, D.C. at that UFO UAP hearing. Congressman Eric Burlison has had it. Dare I say he's pissed. He's as pissed as we are. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but routinely trying to get answers and routinely being stonewalled and blocked by someone. But someone, we don't know exactly who, but Congressman Burlison released a never-before-seen UFO video over Yemen that was just released. Here is Congressman Burlison explaining what we're seeing, and you can listen to the anger in his voice. Watch.
Look, I'm not jumped to the conclusion that I believe that there are, aliens coming from another planet. But I'm open to that. And I think that it's our responsibility, especially when we're seeing that we have a government that is actively blocking information from us. Just last night, I tried to get an amendment onto the National Defense Authorization Act that fit in the germaneness of that bill to have UAP disclosure. And conveniently, it was named non-germane, mostly deemed by staff, not even an elected official. This is the kind of stuff that we repeatedly see. Last year, we were blocked by someone in House administration from being able to receive a full briefing from Arrow. So not an elected official, but someone in staff blocked us. And I've had it. Enough is enough. I want to cue up a video.
So UFO, yeah, you can. I've had it too. We want answers. We're sick of this stuff. Congressman Eric Burlison joins us now to try to get some answers on all of this. Congressman, great to see you here on the show again. Welcome back.
Hey, Clayton. Hey, Natali.
Great to see you, and thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy day today with these hearings. I want to put this up on the screen. This is the video that you were about to show. We just cut away from it here. This is the video over Yemen that you released for the first time. Can you explain what we're seeing here and how where this video came from?
Yeah, I received this video anonymously. It appears to be, what was the description that came along with the video says that there is an object that's being tracked by a drone, a U.S. military drone, off the coast of Yemen, and that another drone sent a Hellfire missile at this object. And as you can see, it doesn't take it down. I mean, it warbles a little bit, but then what's really interesting is what happens to the material from the missile seems to be dragged along with this object, trailing behind it. And so that's what's kind of remarkable about this video. But look, again, I don't know if this is I don't have the forensics ability to determine if this is an accurate video or if this is AI or if it's faked of any way. But rather than sit on it, Clayton, and not give anything, I've come to the conclusion, look, it's time to shake things up, and it's time to stop holding on to things and being cautious. And if it comes out and people say, oh, this is a prosaic video of something boring, maybe a balloon or whatever, I'm fully fine with that. But what I'm not going to do is sit on things and wait for that, because I think the American people have become impatient, as you are and as I am.
Right. I mean, that's why you went to Mexico, right, to look at the orb. And to have discussions with individuals who are witnessing it, and maybe it was fake, maybe it was a hoax, but it doesn't matter, right? We putting all of it out there. If only 1% of it is true, think about that. I always say that all it takes is 1 or 2, right? I mean, 1% of this stuff is probably true, probably accurate, probably authentic. We have to sift through the hoaxes. We have to sift through the BS to try to get answers here. When you mentioned this in your video, I played your video there. Who do you think is trying to stop you from getting answers? You routinely are getting stonewalled in Congress.
Yeah, it's staff within either the leadership team, the Speaker's office, or it's staff from the committee staff. Really, the committee staff are some of the most are people that block me all the time, and in a lot of committees, but mostly when it comes to this topic. So, Chuck Schumer last year put this same language, the UAP Disclosure Act, on the National Defense Authorization Act in the Senate. It came over to the House, and apparently Chuck Schumer couldn't even fight hard enough to keep it into the bill. The House committee staff stripped it out before it went to the floor and passed, ultimately without it. That's why I was trying to do it from the House side before it got over to the Senate, and that way it would be guaranteed that it would be in. And if I had been able to, if my amendment had been made in order, I guarantee you it would have passed, because this is a bipartisan topic. And while there are some people that are willing to stick their necks out to protect the deep state, most members of Congress are not in that boat. There's Democrats and Republicans who want disclosure, but it's being blocked by a small handful of people.
It is true. It is hot as sin in the studio right now, but I am wearing my bearskin hoodie right now. And by the way, I just want to show you my new patch, because you can actually order patches. Right from their website, the Don't Tread on Me patch. In fact, it was so weird. I was telling Natalie the other night, I said, I had a dream that we had a Don't Tread on Me flag, and literally Bearskin had just sent these new patches the next morning. It was really weird. It's like, I don't know. Synchronicity, I guess. Anyway, you guys have heard about bearskin hoodies, right? Well, the smart people are locking in their winter gear right now, because this is a hands down the best time to prep for the coming winter season. Bearskin is running a 60% off deal right now, but only if you get your hoodie early. This hoodie is built like a tank, I'm telling you. It is so warm. This micro fleece has 10 pockets. It's clean, it's rugged, and best part too is you can put a rain shell or an outer raincoat shell right over top of it, and it'll attach right to it. So it's modular. It zips right into that heavy storm rain jacket and becomes 100% waterproof in no time when you need it. You get free U.S. shipping, fast delivery, and if you've locked in your winter gear already, that's a win-win. So do yourself a favor, text the word redacted to 36912 to lock in 60% off. Again, redacted to 36912. You got a link sent straight to your phone, so you can check it out later if you're busy right now. Love this American company. Don't wait till you're freezing to realize your hoodie sucks. Get Bearskin right now while it's 60% off. Text redacted to 36912. I love Bearskin. Love their stuff. Check it out. They have t-shirts. They have all sorts of great stuff over there as well. You know, back to that video, I had a source reach out to me today, a friend of the show, and he said he believed that that video was representative of other videos that he's seen where it was a plasma UFO. Which would explain why it wasn't able to be brought down by a Hellfire missile. I don't know if you've heard other reports of plasmas and the plasma technology. President Trump has repeatedly now talked about the technology that the United States has. I think anti-gravity propulsion technology, I think, is starting to come out. We're starting to get answers on this, that the U.S. has this type of technology in its possession, perhaps from the reverse engineering of craft. From today's hearings, what were some of the biggest revelations that you walked away with?
I think that the testimony from these whistleblowers was amazing. And look, we've had fantastic people come forward in the 3 hearings that we've had. But you look at the lineup today of individuals and their long and lengthy careers in the military. And one, in the case of Chief Wiggins, he's still currently serving the military. I mean, these are patriots. They love their country, and they've taken incredible risks to come forward to Congress, to be sworn in under oath and to give their honest testimony. And I think that, to me, that hearing their stories, hearing the takeaways that they, what they told us is what I'm going to take away from the hearing.
Was there one moment where your like jaw just sort of hit the congressional desk?
I would say the number, for one, Chief Wiggins and his story about the object that emerges from the ocean, that's pretty remarkable, especially given how much time he spent on the ocean and knows objects. He knew very well that this was different. The testimony from, I think it's Nuccicelli, he I thought was a very compelling story because he was investigating it before he actually saw it himself. So imagine he's getting reports from other staff. He's actually having to fill out the paperwork, do the investigation, figure out what it is that they saw, and then one night steps out and sees it himself. The testimony from Dylan Borland was pretty amazing, especially what's sad is how he was treated as a whistleblower. He's not a shining example of this country protecting its citizens.
Yeah, for sure. And George Knapp was there as well. And Lots of great testimony today. Congressman, I know you got to run. I wanted to thank you for just taking a few moments out here to talk about today's proceedings. And anytime you have information you want to share here on the show, we will be happy to share it and get this answer out there and try to get answers to these questions. Are we really alone? And what does the government know? That's the real story. What technology is the government using that taxpayers are paying for that we're not allowed to know about? Like, I could travel to DC and be there in 3 minutes using this technology, and that's being kept from me, or free energy. I'm still paying a lot for my energy bills every year. Like, I would love to not have to pay for that if we know that the government has free etheric energy and they stole it from Tesla. I could go on.
When I spend 3 hours on the tarmac waiting for the plane to take off because of the weather, I will get very angry if I find out that we've had this technology all this time.
Yes. We just had a 2-hour delay the other day because of a freaking thunderstorm at Denver International Airport. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. Congressman, great to see you. Thank you for the great work on this. And thank you for standing up to any kind of ridicule and anybody who wants to call you a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. Thanks for having a steely spine in all of this.
Thank you, Clayton. Thanks, Natalie.